We have like 1 month to go to play Resident Evil Requiem. Finally play with Leon S. Kennedy and with Grace Ashcroft. But my video is about something that I don't see many talking about. It's about the Victor Gideon. It's about, is he the final boss? Is he the final boss? Is he the main villain in the Resident Evil Requiem? I think everybody asking that question. So hi guys, I am question 5 Game Impulse, and I'm here to talking about everything that's happened in the game involved. If you are interested or you like what I do, you like the content I'm making, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video as well so the algorithm can reach more people. Right, so everybody has the question whether it's the Victor Gideon, the main villain in the Resident Evil Requiem. That is the question, and really nobody knows that whether he is, whether he's not, because it's not really much, videos or game, trailers, so we can see like in Resident Evil Village when we see the trials and we know that the woman wasn't the final boss. So how we gonna know? But there is something that's really interesting in the trailers in Requiem, that we can see that he might be only the first boss to fight in the Resident Evil Requiem. I might be wrong. I might be, go in different direction. I might be wrong, or I might be right. Yeah, because we saw the Victor Gideon, he kidnapped the Ashcroft, and he wants to take her blood so he can cure or or help escape to the Alps. So whatever is that, could be that is some new virus, or could be something that he's been hiding since the Resident Evil 2. So we don't know actually until we play the game. So, but there was that big monster when they break that through the walls, and he says something that is really interesting, and I never forget you that. Never forget. So whatever she done to him, and that's what caused him, get angry and maybe change or something, or maybe whatever. So I think this is the one thing that make the Victor Gideon be the fat big monster, because he's got jacket that looks like snake or snake. Like he's got like snake jacket. So maybe he could be that, or he might not be that, but I don't think so he's the final boss, because he kidnapped the Ashcroft, Grace Ashcroft. He kidnapped her, and he's spoken to, and he's saying that to the beginning from the game. So really, usually the bosses don't really show up at the start, unless he's someone that always following you, like in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, that he always behind you. So it could be that he's like this kind of boss. So that makes sense that he's the Victor is the final boss. Or maybe he's just like in Resident Evil 7 and 8, when you got the 4 bosses, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. So it could be that, because this game is big of mix of everything, mix of Resident Evil 2, 7, 8, 4, so it's a bit strange because you play with two playable characters like Grace and Leon. So she's going to do normal stuff like we do in Resident Evil 2, uncover stuff, finding the true, not many ammos, things like that. And Leon's gonna be like in Resident Evil 4 remake, where he can use punch, he can use other stuff, he can use chainsaw and things like that. So that's how they work, because I think she's going to be the main character. She's the main person that we're going to find out about everything. Leon's going to be like someone who take care of the stud that she left. So he's going to be the one that, take care of everything. He will be the that you fight with him, with the bosses like that. So that is another thing that make me think that he's not is the final boss in the game, because he's got the similarity like Resident Evil 7 and 8. So I might be wrong, but I believe so that he's not the final boss, that he's the first boss. I believe so. And the third one is, because when we saw the trailer, he was wearing the goggles and the dark. He closed every windows, everything, so they can't get out at the beginning of the trailer. So that also think me that he might be the only fight. So you fight him in the hospital, so you beat him, you get everything done, and then you move to another part, whenever that's going to be, and you're gonna be fighting another person. So I think there will be 4 bosses, 4. So it's not the main villain in the game. So we'll see anyway when the game releases on 27th of February 2026 again. We'll find out what really happened. But this is another reason that is the third that I believe that he's not the final boss. Victor Gideon. Like I said, I might be wrong. I know I'm saying that so many times, but I just want to be clear what I'm saying, so you're able to understand what I mean by that. So I think we're gonna play when we finally play the game, we're gonna find out anyway. So, but it's always good to talking about this stuff, because it's really that's what we do as a fanboy who loves Resident Evil, likes to talking about this stuff. So the 4-1 will be, it's like you are in the game and you can see he's like a person mix. He's not like you see in the mold, things like that. He's not like that. He got the similar, but he's not. And he's a bit like a zombie with mold mix. So whatever is that, maybe that's what is the reason help. Even Leon Kennedy is infected there. So maybe that is the reason why he's in there, because he's already infected. So he come there already infected. Maybe that is the reason he's in this hospital. So he saw the young woman who was killed with a chainsaw, and because he was supposed to see someone, or maybe he was supposed to see Victor Gideon, and she was killed. So something happened there, and everybody turned into zombies. So, and like I said, because you see that Grace actually meet the fat boss, and she running from him. She's not really fighting him. She ran away from him. But Leon Kennedy, he fights him. He fights. So that is the reason, not the fourth reason that I think he's the final boss. Because you also fight with Grace, and then after you fight with Leon, so she's not actually fighting. She's running from him because she don't have enough of ammo. But Leon has enough ammo, so he can beat him. So that is another reason, what I believe the fourth reason that he is not the final boss, because that also it don't make sense that he's the final. He's in every trailer, simple, he's talking that because she's the one that she's got the blood, and she's the one that he really needs her. She's the chosen one. And why would some big fat monster would say, "I never forget you"? That so, and also why I believe that it's a fight, which I didn't want to say 5-1, but I used the chat GPT for questions like that, and I was asking what do you think that if the Victor Gideon is the final boss? what he said to me about everything that's happened in the game, it don't seems that he's the boss. You can also check that on ChatGPT. We got one, and he will explain to you everything. I'm not gonna be talking about that here, but he also said that he's not the final boss, because whatever happened in the trial, what the things they do there, seems like that he's the first boss that you in meet and you fight with. This should be someone else, but to find out, they're making another trailer to show us that there's which one is the villain in the game, which is the final boss. Or he said to me, you're gonna be able to play that game and you're gonna find out yourself. This thing, that's what he says to me. But everything he checks, everything that happened in the trailer, it makes for 100% sure, and he's not the final boss in the game, guys. I'm okay. I will be stop talking about that now, because that's too much. It's already past 11 minutes video, and there's nothing else I want to say. I hope this video helps you understanding what I was talking about. Maybe it helps to asking your question that you was interested if the Victor Gideon is the final boss. Comment below that video if you enjoy it, like if you enjoy it, and please share that and subscribe if you are brand new to this channel, because you never know what Question 5 game boss can bring you. And that's what my channel is about, to talking about everything that happened in the gaming world and bringing you the entertainment news. Thank you for watching.